Maloni, malolilei, bola, whakalofalahiatu, kia ora, kia orana, aloha, talofa, greetings and welcome to another episode of our Tagaloa tradition teachings, where we unveil the ethics, the principles, and the moral values of our spirituality that are woven into our culture. So when we live our daily lives according to our culture, what we're doing is we're practicing our spirituality. This podcast is all about decolonization, spiritual decolonization, by introducing you to Tagaloa, the boundless force, the mana of Moana, whom, if you accept in your heart and in your mind, will be responsible for spiritually engineering the thoughts in our minds, the words that we speak, and the actions that we take. So, once again, welcome to Tagaloa Tradition Teachings, a Moana spiritual revival. This week I saw a post on social media. It was a Samoan preacher talking about the Samoan culture. And this is what he said in Samoan. O te tauna tu'u le anganu. Te tauna tu'u le anganu wha Samoa. O no le anganu wha Samoa le me whai sa ili ngā vi inga. O le anganu e sa ili ai vi inga. What he was saying in English is we should do away with the Samoan culture, because the Samoan culture is used to get praised and be worshipped and be looked up at. So that's not the Samoan culture I know. It's not something to show off what you have or to look for people to praise you and worship you. That's the culture I know is growing up in the village in Nofali. If there is a funeral, it's not odd to see an old lady with just a small ietonga fine mat under her arm with maybe 10 or 20 tala, sometimes no money at all. And she would make a dash for that place where the funeral is. Maybe the chief has passed and now the widow is her friend. And you can hear, the whole village could almost hear the wailing and the lamenting and the crying, and when the widow sees her friend. That is the spirituality of our culture. It's not what you bring, it's bringing yourself. It's what we call in Tagaloaism the ministry of presence. It's not what you bring. But it seems that this is what Christianity has turned our culture into, because in Samoa, for the information of all the other island nations of Moana, in Samoa, our culture is intertwined with our religion, Christianity, and Christianity is intertwined with our culture, to the point where we don't know when the culture starts or when Christianity begins, because it's all meshed up together. And so when this preacher was talking, he was talking about what Christianity brought to our culture. It's a show. I mean, we've heard of funerals where people would come with 10,000, 20,000, and then they would get back something. And there are other people in that family who cannot afford anything in the thousands and who will struggle, call the kids in New Zealand to send money because of this Christian aspect that's being forced onto our culture. See, our culture is spiritual. It's not a religion, it's spiritual. It comes from here. It's based on love and respect. It's out of love that this lady got up even with nothing. But she had to bring something. So this must be the only e tonga she had. And under her arm she goes. And you see the response from her friend. A few of my friends, as at Tagaloa, we are looking to start a fellowship here in Samoa pretty soon. And these are some of the things we talked about. We talk about things like a funeral, and suggestions were made, and we finalized that it's going to be a contribution. Maybe we'll set up a box at the door, and then as you come into our getting together, you drop whatever you put in. Nobody knows about it. And then at the end, when the fellowship is all there, then we'll gather the money, and we're looking at, like, let's say we get 1,800 or 1,700 tala, and then me being the head of Tagaloism, then I would say I would put in 300 to make it even. And we also agreed that when we go with 2,000, we would give the 1,000 tala to the family for the funeral, and the other 1,000 we will give to the widow. See, why we do that is because, and I know you Christians are saying, that's what we do. We do after we paid all the expenses, and then we give her money to help with her expenses. But that's not why we do that. We figured that everything else should be taken care of and just leave her debt-free. And then that money is to help her with the next year. Now the man of the house is no more, to pay for the fees of the kids in school, their school uniform, and to do certain things that for the next year until she gets herself on her feet and everything else. And I kind of like that. So we're doing it not for anything else, but so we are in line with our culture. When people are in mourning, when people are in sorrow, they don't need somebody to come and show. Maybe it's nice to see a lot of money that's good. But I think presence is more important than that. But Christianity has changed that. It's not so much the presence, it's what you bring. And so that's I thought it would be appropriate to bring it up, because here's a man, a preacher, I'm not sure what religion, and talking about culture. And now our culture, because it's so intertwined with religion, this is what religion has done. This is what Christianity has done to our culture. So in closing, I would like to say that in your Bible, the Christians, it says, Ave mea kaisala ya kaisala, e ave mea le tua I le tua. Translates into English, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to Jesus what is Jesus. So in Tagaloism we say, give unto Jesus what is Jesus, and leave with Tagaloa what is Tagaloa. What is Tagaloa's? It's culture. That's nothing to do with the Jesus that the white people brought. So leave our culture out of your Christianity, and that way what you wish for will be done, and we'll be very happy. And I think that's a nice note for us for this week, in our voyage this week. To you, the Christian that is listening to this, be open-minded. Go in and try to separate the culture, not the culture that it is today. Try and go into the culture as it was with our ancestors, when they were practicing our spirituality, as I said at the beginning, when they were practicing our spirituality using our culture, because our culture is based on love and respect. And when the preacher talked like that, there is no love in that culture you're talking about, and there's no respect in that culture you're talking about. And that is the culture, Samoan culture, bastardized by Christianity. So, from all of us, in all the motherlands of Moana, stay blessed, and until next Sunday, so long.